So yesterday I put up 10 by 40 feet of this shade cloth in the front of my beds, and today I'm going to put a top on them. So I'm going to switch to this brand, Kesfit, which is also 10 by 20, and I'm going to use that for the roof. Tools I'm going to need today to put the roof on my shade cover enclosure are some wood screws, a cordless drill, and some washers. I'm going to use all this to drive the screws and the washers through the grommet into the wood fence over the back, and then I'm going to drape the shade cloth over the existing structure. Super simple. I'll put a couple of zip ties in it on the ends and in the middle to hold it all down. So here's the 10 by 20 Kesfit shade cloth I got through Amazon yesterday. I'm going to unpackage it right now. It's really easy. It's just got some plastic wraps on it. Put those in the recycle bin later. And then I'm going to fold it out and lay it along the length of where I want to install it. It's as simple as that. Lay it out on the area that you want to install it. The grommets have two sides. They have a top and a bottom. So you want to make sure you put the bottom of the grommet facing down so moisture doesn't get trapped inside it and rot it out over time. The other thing I'm going to do is simply take that cover and I'm going to take it behind the shade cloth. I'm going to screw it into the fence and then I'm going to flip it over the top. Super easy. The other thing I want to point out is that is due south. So the most of my sun comes from the east to the south and then wraps its way around here. So I'm really going to, I don't have enough to cover the whole entire 40-foot run, but I don't need it. So if I just cover the majority of the south facing portion, this rest of this portion is going to be mostly shaded towards the hot part of the day. Now that I've got the majority of the shade cloth for the top already over the structure, I'm going to use my swivel head hoe to push it up and over the existing frame where I really can't quite reach. Then I'm going to secure it on the ends and in the middle with tie downs and we'll be done. See, if I can do it, you could do it. Pretty easy, huh? Next thing I need to do is use some zip ties to secure it to the frame so everything stays in place when the winds kick up. That's really all there is to it. And let me take you behind it and show you how cool it is. Alright, as you can see, it's a really bright, sunny, hot day. It's 100 degrees already in SoCal. There's no shade cloth here. No protection from the shade cloth here. And as we go in, you could see the difference, and more importantly, you could feel the difference. It's a good 20-25 degrees cooler inside here. And the plants are super happy. Without shade cloth, even after watering, they would all be wilted and struggling against the 100-degree heat. They're all super happy. Check out this sweet potato plant. Growing for days. Look at these kales. They would all be wilted if we didn't have this. These really young winter squash. Cabbage. We'll be eating those in the fall and the winter. There's one that's a little further along. But look at the beets. They wouldn't be standing up, those leaves right now. They'd all be wilted. So take the time, get the materials, and plan it out. One thing I want to point out since I'm in here, and I'll do a video on it, is see how these small cucumber plants are flowering? You want to take off those flowers. Let the plants develop a better root structure. Even on this bigger one, especially the lower flowers, take them off. All right, there's that zucchini plant that we trimmed out. Look how happy it is. More winter squash, Marconi red peppers, jalapenos, and then you come back out and look at this poor pepperoncini plant baking in the sun. We'll throw that shade cover there over it best we can. But that's a 4-year-old plant. It's probably time to trim it back really good down to the roots and see what happens next year. Back out in the scorching heat. It might not look great in the backyard, but it's really functional. And once you get on the backside, if you ask me, it's pretty darn cool. Now I'm under the roof. Look how shady it gets. Wow. Hey, that's all there is to it. If I can do it, you could do it too. Lay out your materials, plan your steps, and go for it. There's nothing that you can lose. Start all over again if you don't do it right the first time. It's simple. So if you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up and like the video. It really helps me out. And if you already haven't, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.